The United States government, every once in a while, tries to help its citizens not get screwed, which is nice. That's nice for government to do. And so historically, people would get screwed by schemes where people would say they were going to do one thing and then do a different thing, and then people would lose money. So basically, they created a branch of the government called the Securities and Exchange Commission that tries to help people not get scammed. And I think they forget that that's what they're supposed to be doing. Like, that's the reason they exist, is to stop people from getting scammed. But then they get caught up in the intricacies of the laws, and then they don't think about whether they're really getting the job done. How many of these rug pull guys have been indicted? Not a single one that I'm aware of. And how many people have lost money to rug pulls? Oh God. Squid Game. It's worth 4.3 trillion. It went to zero. I do so much to try and protect people from getting scammed, and it saddens me to see them attacking people that aren't scamming. We have no shortage of real scams in crypto. If your employer doesn't pay you properly, do you call the Securities Exchange Commission? Nope. Why? Because they are not empowered with regulating business-employee relationships. What if your bank doesn't pay you what they're supposed to? What if they double charge you, like Bank of America, or rather Wells Fargo? I think it was Wells Fargo. They got fined massively for billing people for stuff they didn't sign up for. Do you call the SEC? No, you don't. You call your state attorney general. So what is this little sliver of stuff that they're supposed to cover? Regulate securities. Okay, well, what are securities? Securities are when you put your money into a common pool with the expectation of profit solely from the work of others. The Securities and Exchange Commission has tried to water it down with things like, is there critical entrepreneurial effort? Is there critical managerial effort? And what does critical mean? It means without it, the stuff fails. Fails. Critical. And so these words critical and solely are very, 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 very important. If you paint your house, did you put money into a common pool? Well, yeah. I mean, you bought your paint, everywhere else did. Okay. Did you have expectation of the profit of work of others? Well, I mean, you painted your own house. It wasn't really others, it was you. Okay. And that's it. So when you paint your house, you expect to profit from it. Now you've got a nice painted house. Now your house is worth more. Cool. Good for you. SEC doesn't regulate that. They don't regulate you improving your house. They don't regulate someone else improving your house, by the way. You pay some guy to paint your house. Is that a security? Nope. You buy a baseball card. Security? Nope. You buy a Ferrari, goes up in value. Security? Nope. You buy gold, goes up in value. Security? Nope. So what's a security? If you're doing the work and someone else isn't doing the work, then you violated that solely part, and it shouldn't be a security. If there's no common pool, it shouldn't be a security. And when I say shouldn't, I mean the Howey test states that every single leg has to pass or it's not a security. So you have to put money into a common pool with the expectation of profit solely from the work of others. They added on this non-judicial stuff with entrepreneurial effort and critical managerial effort. And then there's also some family likeness thing. But the family likeness thing just basically means, in theory, you should be regulated as whatever your thing is most similar to. Let's take a look at HEX. You buy HEX. Where'd you buy it from? A common pool? Nope. Most people, I think, buy on Uniswap. Where are the coins coming from? Everybody else that used Uniswap. It's like a flea market. And are you expecting profit from the people that you bought from? One, you don't even know who they are. Unless there's someone I don't know who any of the people on Uniswap are. Does anyone else know? I don't think. And do you expect profit from these people you don't even know who they are? How are you going to expect stuff from people you don't even know who they are? You don't even know if they're people. It could just be machines. It could just be bots. It could be AI. You have no idea. If there was profit, is it solely from them? Well, no, you ran your own code to perform that transaction to make those coins come to you. You had to do work to move those coins, or else they couldn't possibly move. You, as the person that's transacting on Uniswap, are running all the code. Without you running the code, ain't nothing happening. Where's the common pool? No common pool. It's a million different people. Where's the expectation of profit from the work of others? Who's doing work? You're the only one doing the work. And then there's some of the stuff so obvious. Okay, so let's just say HEX in general. Is there a HEX building somewhere? Nope. Is there a HEX office? No. Is there a HEX marketing team? No. Is there a HEX CEO? No. Is there a HEX company? No. Okay. So who are you expecting profit from? Doesn't make sense. Hex is the silliest thing to ever screw with because it's the least security thing in the whole game. I die, hex.com goes offline. You go to backuphex.com, hardhex.xyz, apphex.win, staker.app, etherscan.io, write contract. Okay.
T-share.app. I made that one.
There you go. Right?
It's a front end for Hex.
Nice, dude. Good job. I didn't even know it existed. And this is what actual decentralization looks like. These are entirely different code bases run by entirely different people on entirely different infrastructure that have no relationship to each other. I don't even know about half of them. So it can't get more decentralized. And by the way, as far as decentralization goes, we're not even on any big exchanges. All of the trading is decentralized. It is nonsensical to attack Hex from a critical managerial entrepreneurial effort thing. It doesn't make any sense. There's no building, there's no people, there's no nothing. It's just code. It sits there. And it would just sit there dead and dormant, except people run it themselves. They decide to do their own work and run the code themselves. That's effort of themselves. It's just like drawing a picture of a pony. Hey, I drew a picture of a pony. Used to be just pencil and paper. Drew a pony picture. Now I have one. Is there security? And then when you mine your own coins, what's the difference? Tell me the difference between you mining your own coins and drawing a pony picture. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And the concept that anyone would try and tax you on drawing your own pony picture is crazy to me. And that's another thing that's coming up. You can't, if I draw a pony picture, you're not supposed to tax me on that. And if I do some math and mint some more quote coins, which are just like ledger entries in some global shared database thing, should I be taxed on that? What's the difference? What's the difference between me doing some math and writing down a number in a public ledger and me just drawing a pony picture? They both take effort. They're both recorded somewhere that you can see. Like Hex is the strongest. It launched totally sufficiently decentralized. It has had forever many multiple front ends. It has no building. It has nobody working for it. It makes you no promises whatsoever. What do you want? It's drawn pony pictures, except you're minting quote coins, which are just ledger entries. I don't know how one would try to successfully attack it. So you don't have a common pool. You don't have managerial entrepreneurial effort. You don't have expectation of profit from the work of others. What's left? That's like every possible thing. Oh, okay, let's go family likeness test. What's it most similar to? Bitcoin. Except instead of blowing up the environment to mint coins, you just lock your coins up for a while. You can lock them up for a day. Okay, great. Everyone says Bitcoin's not a security. Sweet. So like, we just win on like every single possible front.